Hello, my name is Seth Hayes, and I'll be talking about Croatia's political and legal economic environment. So, Croatia's GDP per capita and PPP is, as of 2022, is 18,570.4, and for average U.S. dollars, that's 17,685 dollars and 33 cents. Your GDP per capita PPP in Croatia is 34,620, and their average for U.S. dollars is 23,768.79. Global economic environment, international trade theory and balance of payments, WTO influence. So, international trade theory, as far as for Croatia, their economic development, trade balance, industry priorities, regulatory environment, cultural sensitivity, sustainability, and social responsibility, government initiatives, and support are among some of the international trade theory. For economic development, Croatia may prioritize attracting foreign investments, increasing exports, or diversifying its economy. For trade balance, Croatia may aim to achieve a balance in trade, ensuring that exports match or exceed imports. Industry priorities, Croatia may have specific industry or sectors it aims to develop or promote internationally. In regulatory environment, understanding Croatia's trade policies, tariffs, and regulations is crucial for the international firms. Aligning activities with local regulations ensures compliance and reduces the risk of regulatory hurdles that could impede trade. Cultural sensitivity. Cultural considerations play a significant role in international business. Sustainability and social responsibility. Croatia, like many countries, may prioritize sustainability and social responsibility in international trade. International firms should align their activities with these values. Government initiatives and support is the last one. Government initiatives, incentives, and support for international trade can create opportunities for firms. Understanding and aligning with these initiatives can facilitate entry into the Croatian market and support long-term growth. Balance of payments. Capital, current, and financial account. So for current account, this account records the country's trade in goods and services as well as income received from abroad, such as dividends and interest, and unilateral transfers such as foreign aid. For Croatia, the current account has historically shown a deficient primarily due to the trade deficit, where imports exceed exports. Capital account. The capital account records transactions related to the capital transfers and the acquisition and disposal of non-produced, non-financial assets. For Croatia, the capital account typically reflects the inflows of foreign investment, including foreign direct investment and portfolio investment. Financial account. The financial account records transactions involving financial assets and liabilities between residents and non-residents. For Croatia, the financial account may show fluctuations in foreign investment inflows and outflows, reflecting on investor sentiment, changes in interest rates, and global market conditions. And finally, the WTO influence of trade. So trade liberalization for Croatia is committed to prompting or promoting and reducing barriers to international trade through the negotiated trade agreements and adherence of WTO rules. Trade dispute resolution. For Croatia, participation in the WTO dispute settlement process ensures that its trade interests are protected and disputes with other countries are addressed through a rules-based system. Policy coordination. For Croatia, trade policies are aligned with WTO rules and principles, providing clarity and consistency for firms operating in the country. Market access commitments. For Croatia, these have made specific market access commitments in various sectors, including goods, services, and intellectual property. Croatia's access to foreign markets, firms can incorporate the commitments into their global strategy by, by, by prioritizing markets where Croatia has secured favorable trade terms through WTO agreements. Capacity building and technical assistance. Croatia's ability to participate in international trade strengthens the competitiveness of its firms in global markets. Croatia's membership in the WTO influences its trade policies and regulatory environment, which in turn shapes the global strategy of firms operating within the country. By understanding and leveraging Croatia's commitments and participation in the WTO, firms can enhance their competitiveness and capitalize on opportunities in global markets. Balance of payments. Economic transactions throughout the world. So Croatia is involved in a number of economic transactions with the rest of the world, which gives off trade in goods and services, investment flows, and financial transactions. So for trade in goods, Croatia participates in international trade by exporting and importing goods with other countries. Key exports include machinery and transport equipment, manufactured goods, chemicals, and food products. Trade and service. Croatia also engaged in trade and service, including tourism, transportation, telecommunication, and business services. Croatia is known for its tourism industry, attracting visitors from all around the world to its coastal cities, historic sites, and natural attractions. Finally, let's talk about FDI. FDI stands for Foreign Direct Investment. Croatia attracts foreign direct investments from multinational corporations and investors seeking opportunities in sectors such as manufacturing, tourism, energy, and infrastructure. Remittances, remedies, Croatian immigrants living and working abroad send remedies back to their families and communities in Croatia. Financial transactions. Croatia engages in financial transactions with the rest of the world, including cross-border lending and borrowing, portfolio investment, and foreign exchange transactions. Memberships in international organizations. Croatia is a member of various international organizations and agreements that facilitate economic cooperation and integration within the world, including the European Union, the World Trade Organization, and the Central European Free Trade Agreement. Trade in goods. Croatia's trade in goods refers to the export and import of tangible products, including manufactured goods, raw materials, and agricultural products. Trade in services. Croatia also engages in trade and services, including tourism, transportation, telecommunication, and business services. Finally, primary income. Primary income refers to income earned by Croatian residents from their investment abroad, and income earned by foreign residents from their investments in Croatia. So for goods and merchandise, Croatia has manufactured goods, food and beverages, raw materials, and tourism-related goods. For services, tourism, transportation and logistics, information technology, and business services. So I'm going to talk about the two most important for goods as far as merchandise, food and beverages. The food and beverage industry is significant in Croatia, with products such as wine, olive oil, cheese, seafood, and traditional Croatian delicacies being exported. Tourism-related goods. With the coastline, historic cities, and natural attractions, Croatia is known for its tourism industry. Goods related to tourism, such as souvenirs, handicrafts, and local products, are important for the economy. Finally, services. Tourism. Tourism is a major contributor to Croatia's economy, with millions of visitors flocking to the coastal destinations. Transportation and logistics. Croatia has a strategic location in the Adriatic Seas, makes it an important hub for transportation and logistics services. International financial system. Exchange rate instability refers to fluctuations or volatility in the values of countries' currency related to other currencies. In context, Croatia's exchange rate instability can have various causes and implications. So there's internal, external, economic policy, and trade imbalances throughout these throughout these exchange rates instabilities. I want to talk about the two most important, which is economic factors and external factors. Exchange rate instability in Croatia may be influenced by economic factors such as inflation, interest rates, economic growth, and fiscal and monetary policies. Changes in these factors can affect investors' confidence, capital flows, and demand and supply of Croatian currency and foreign exchange markets. External factors, including global economic conditions, geopolitical events, and changes in international trade and investment patterns, can also contribute to the exchange rate instability in Croatia. For example, shifts in global commodity prices, trade tensions, or financial market volatility may impact investor sentiment and currency markets, affecting the value of Croatian kuna. Croatian kuna is a foreign exchange rate. It's the type of currency they have in Croatia. So WTO and IMF in Croatia. So Croatia became a member of the WTO on November 30th, 2000. As a member, Croatia is committed to promoting free and fair trade, reducing trade barriers, and adhering to international trade rules and agreements. WTO provides a platform for Croatia to participate in multilateral trade negotiations, resolve trade disputes, and engage in capacity building activities related to trade policy and regulations. The IMF. Croatia has been a member since 1992, provides financial assistance, policy advice, and technical assistance to members of the country for notes. For Croatia, it has entered into several IMF programs over the years to address economic challenges, stabilize its currency, and implement structural reforms. IMF programs typically include conditions related to fiscal policy, monetary policy, exchange rate management, and structural reforms aimed at enhancing economic competitiveness and resilience. The IMF's involvement in Croatia has helped support macroeconomic stability, strengthening the financial sector, improving governance and transparency in economic policy making. The World Bank in Croatia. So, financial assistance is providing loans and grants to financial various projects in Croatia aimed at promoting economic growth, improving infrastructure, strengthening social services, and enhancing environmental sustainability. Technical expertise. In addition to financial support, the World Bank offers technical assistance and knowledge sharing service to help Croatia implement development projects effectively. This includes expertise in project design, implementing, monitoring, and evaluating, as well as capacity building initiatives to strengthen institutions and enhance policy formulation and implementation. Policy advice. The World Bank provides policy advice to government of Croatia on a range of economic, social, and environmental issues. Partnerships and collaboration. The World Bank collaborates closely with the government of Croatia as well as other development partners, civil society organizations, and private sectors to address development challenges and achieve sustainable development outcomes. This collaborative approach fosters partnerships and knowledge exchange to leverage resources and expertise for maximum impact. Monitoring and evaluating is the last one. The World Bank works with Croatia to monitor the progress and impact of development projects, assesses outcomes, and identifies lessons learned for future initiatives. This process of monitoring and evaluating helps ensure accountability, transparency, and effectiveness in use of World Bank resources, contributes to continuous improvement in project implementation and development outcomes. Overall, Croatia's relationship with the World Bank is characterized by cooperation, partnership, and mutual commitment to achieving sustainable development objectives and improving the well-being of the Croatian people. And that is my works cited page. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Hope to hear from you soon.